she-like-to-mishmisha. I like that, that's cute. Which supernatural star would you name your firstborn after? Well, I already have a firstborn, and she's not named after a supernatural character or star. But if I were to name my second-born after a supernatural star, the female would probably be Elena, because I like with Elena Huffman, and the male would probably have to be Mark. I'm not telling which one. Kisslucifer asked, "What's your favorite quote and why?" I thought about this a lot over the past couple of days because I received this question a couple days ago, and there's a lot of really great quotes out there that really, really are amazing and they're really inspiring. But the number one quote that is my absolute favorite of all time is from the musical Rent, which is my favorite of all time, and that quote is "No day but today," especially when you take that quote in context with the rest of the song that goes with it, because it really reminds you that there really is no day but today, that there really is nothing that you can guarantee that you can say, yes, this is going to happen tomorrow, no, this isn't going to happen tomorrow. You can still reach for your dreams and live your life to the fullest regardless of your health, regardless of your AIDS status in the movie, and regardless of your mental illness status. You can always try to live your life to its fullest, and that has resonated with me for years, because I don't like thinking about the future, and that quote reminds me that there really isn't a future per se, it's an idea, and what you do with that idea depends on today. So, yeah. I don't really know how to wrap that up, but "No day but today" is definitely my favorite quote, and I just gave you a big diatribe on why. darksparklycupcakes asked, "If you could live in any alternate universe, any fictional world, where would you choose?" I would pick one that's safe. One that has no crazy fascist leaders, and no monsters, and no evil dark wizards, and no freaking cannibals, and no werewolves, and no, well, maybe aliens, but only nice aliens. That's not really technically a fictional world, but it's fictional in my head, so we can pretend I'll go with that. Celestialsam asked, "Which real person or fictional character has had the most influence on your life and personality?" That is, honestly, it's going to have to be Misha Collins, because as soon as I heard about him, and not just his character, but like him himself, and the things that he's done with his life, and all the inspiring things that he's done, and starting from nothing and becoming this massively famous actor that runs his charity, and his wonderful father, and he's a ray of sunshine. Like, he's such a sweetheart, and he always tries to make everyone around him smile and feel good, and he's phenomenal. He has had so much influence on my life, because first of all, he's the ball of sunshine that he is, and second of all, he has Gishwez, which I just took part in last year, which I met so many amazing people through that, and I tried new things, and I came out of my I came a little bit out of my little bubble, and it just made me think, defying normalcy so much more than I already was, and it made it like a mantra, and that's powerful. Tomtribbleston asked, disclaimer, this is a dumb question, but I think about Jensen's face a lot, and you also must, because your blog. You are correct! I love Jensen's face. You can tell because every time I have a new icon, it's Jensen's face. And it's always one of his ridiculous faces, and I love his face so much. His face is just so characterized, and he makes the best facial expressions. It's not legal. I think right now my favorite is definitely the one that's on my icon, when he's got the flower crown, he's got like the look on his face. It's just the best, except it's from like the side, so it's like, I don't know if that worked out, but yeah, you kind of get the idea. Plus you can see my icon over there, presumably, if you're on Tumblr. If not, you'll have to go to my Tumblr and look. Ha! Destieloquent asked, "What country have you always wanted to visit?" If I had to pick one, I'm going to go with Austria. I would really, really love to visit Austria. If you go back far enough, I am partially from Austria, back when it was Prussia. I don't know if you go back that far, but I like it, and it's not often talked about in terms of tourism and stuff. Like, you hear a lot about Great Britain, which I love, I want to visit, or France, same thing, Italy, Greece and Rome and Brazil and Costa Rica, and you don't really hear much about Austria, and I would like to visit there. I really would. Lokia-laufeyson, I know I said that wrong, I'm sorry, asked, if you had to pick one celebrity or character to marry, and you forget all the others exist, who would it be and why? If I had to pick one, I'm Misha? Hello? Have you seen him? Like, he's perfect. He's, like, a joy, and he's so sweet, and he's kind, and he's freaking always sharing everything with the world, and I think he would be a fantastic husband. But I also don't want to kick Vicky out of her place, so maybe I could share. Consistent-randomness asked, if you could choose one person from Supernatural and them to be in character to hang out with for a day, who would you choose? Ash would be cool. For a day, though, probably. Other than that, maybe Lucifer. I think I would like to hang out with Lucifer for a day. I think that would be really neat. auroralunasoleil asked, what do you love most about Tumblr? The community. Like, if you find a community within Tumblr and you find a safe area where you can express yourself and you can make things or share things, and it's just, there's no negativity and no hate and no wank on your freaking dash, which mine is really awesome for, then that is the best. I love that about Tumblr, and I love that there are people who are willing to try new things, and I love that there are people that are willing to share their experiences, whether they're positive about wonderful things that have happened when they met celebrities, or whether they're negative when they're expressing the fact that they've been discriminated against, that they've been hated on, that they've been the victim. But they're willing to share this with everyone because they think that it's important. Whether it's positive or negative, they think it's important to put this out into the world, into a place that they consider safe. That is what I love about Tumblr. Destielsbabygirl asked, if you could only read one book for the rest of your life, what would it be? I don't know. I like a lot of books. Why would you do that? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I can't pick one. I like far too many books. I can't pick one. I'm sorry. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no good answer for you. I'm really sorry. That's a really good question. I like books too much. I could never narrow it down to just one. Waitingcas asked, if Team Free Will appeared randomly in your house one day, what would be your immediate action? Oh shit? Do I have enough salt? Yeah. I think that would be my first reaction. Charredcas asked, if you could live in any of the settings from Supernatural, which one would it be? I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, they kind of all look more or less the same to me. It's all just different little towns in the States, and I can't tell them apart. So, I don't know. I think if I had to pick one just because it stood out the most, I would say, I think it was in Ireland where they found Crowley's bones. I think it was Ireland. Don't be mad at me if I'm wrong. I'm really bad at geography. Mywinchesterssss asked, who is your favorite character on Supernatural? Team Free Will. All three of them. They are one character. They are one entity, and I will not choose from within them. I'm sorry. They are all my favorites. I am a Sam/Cass/Dean girl, and I will not pick. I refuse. Angellcake. Do you have something specific you want to be when you grow up? If so, what is it? Yes, even though I am grown up, technically I'm not entirely grown up because I didn't know what I was doing with my life for a really long time, and now I've decided I want to be a novelist. I want to be a writer who writes novels, who creates these wonderful worlds that inspire people and move them and make them look inside themselves and make them look outside themselves and make them just live in a whole separate world that takes them away from reality for a little while. That's what I want to be when I grow up.